Morning, guys. I just wanted to share something that I know I overlooked, and you may have overlooked too. So, in Deuteronomy 9, where Moses is reiterating what happened in the last 40 years of them being in the wilderness, the one thing that he says is, when I went up to the mountain to receive the tablets of stone, this is verse 9, the tablets of the covenant that the Lord made with you, I remained on the mountain 40 days and 40 nights. I neither ate bread nor drank water. Sometimes we can just read things and be like, okay, whatever, moving on. But the man said that he didn't eat or drink for 40 days while he was with God. We cannot do that. We humanly cannot go without eating or even drinking water for this long. Do you know what that means? That means that God sustained him that whole 40 days. The whole 40 days he was sustained by God. Get your bread. And if this is not blowing your mind the way that it's blowing my mind, like how have I read that so many times and I never questioned, how did this man survive? He said that he never ate or drank, but yet he still came down. He was able to talk to the people then. What? Okay. This, like when Jesus talks about him being the bread of life, and when we are thirsty, who do we go to? He will quench. Like, do you understand what the foundation of your faith is? And when we are struggling and hungry for something more, who we're supposed to go to? Think about fasting. Like, have you decided to take a fast? And how and what that does to your body? And in the fasting, it's not just saying I'm abstaining from food or abstaining from something. You're replacing it with something, being with him, because he's going to sustain. Oh, and on another note, the Bible isn't just something that's just, a whole bunch of things just put together for no reason. Like, when you read through, there are themes, like continuous themes in what you're reading. This was, like I said, this post was from Deuteronomy 9, right? If you go back to 8, Moses starts with what God did for the people. Then he went to what God did for him. Like he, in verse 8, I don't even know, this is 3, I think, 3, when he says that he might make you know that man does not live by bread alone, but man lives by every word that comes from the mouth of the Lord. First, Moses talks about how God provided for them. He allowed them to experience hunger, then provided manna daily so they would learn to depend on God. It wasn't about food. It was about trust, God's provision and guidance. He did it for the people first. And then Moses talks about how God did it for him for 40 days and 40 nights. Okay, and if you have not caught it yet, again, how everything connects. They were in the desert for 40 years. Moses with Jesus, with God, for 40 days and 40 nights, no food, no drink. And this very line that says, man does not live by bread alone, but man lives by every word that comes from the mouth of the Lord. Who said that? In Matthew, I think it's 7 or 4, one of them. Who said that? Jesus. Where was Jesus when he said that? He was being tempted by Satan in the desert for 40 days. Enough said. Okay? Have a good day, y'all.